Hi team, this is Anna, makeup teacher, creator, and educator specifically for people with hooded eyes. And today I'm reviewing one of the cutest collections I've ever seen in my entire life. The scream I scrumped when I saw this on my doorstep. I have been blessed by Colourpop gods this year, and they've been sending me a lot of collab collections, and those are my favorites, and I'm always missing out on those, so I'm super pumped. We're going to be testing out, trying out, and reviewing the Pokemon, I don't know anything about them, but they're cute, and Colourpop collection. So just a little background, even though I grew up in the 90s, I wasn't really into Pokemons. I don't know why. Do I pronounce that word correctly? I don't know. But I do know that they're cute. I know some of them. The pink one is cute. It can sing. It's a diva, my husband told me. And then there's this one that is Pikachu, I think. So yeah, I know a little bit, but it doesn't take away the fact that this collection is absolutely adorable. So let's talk a little bit about what is included in this collection. We have a gorgeous, beautiful lip mask in a shape of a Pokeball. It's ultra hydrating. It has shea butter and vitamin E in it. Then we have pH lip balms. These are super adorable. I cannot wait to try these out. They're so gorgeous and glittery, and there's 3 different shades. Then we have the Instant Crush Cream Blush. There's 3 different cream blushes. I love Colourpop cream blush formula, so I'm super pumped to try at least 2 of these. We got 3 Super Shock shadows. These are super fun and colorful. Again, Super Shock shadows are for somebody who loves these beautiful glittery pop of color shades. I don't necessarily reach for singles that often, but I will test them out and swatch them at the very least. They have a great, amazing formula. I just prefer eyeshadow palettes because it's just easier to have everything in one palette. And of course, we have the eyeshadow palette, which when I saw these rainbow colors and soft pastels and bright colors, I was sold. I would have purchased this palette if I didn't receive this collection in PR. Probably this palette and maybe like a balm. So let's try it out, shall we? We're going to start with a bit of a lip mask because my lips need moisture. It smells so good. It smells like candy, like cake or something. It has a little bit of a glimmery, shimmery finish to it with a pink undertone. I do not think this will show up on my lips. I love Colourpop lip masks. They're not my super favorite for moisturizing the lips, but I use them every now and then because they're super cute. Actually, there is a little bit of shimmer there. This is super nice. I have my like Colourpop and collab lip mask collection here. So this is from Alice in Wonderland. This is from Beauty and the Beast. We reviewed it on my channel recently. And now Pokemon. I think these look so adorable. Okay, let's talk blushes. You already saw the outer kind of packaging of them. Super cute, but also the component itself. These are absolutely adorable. So cute. So the first one is going to be Hypnosis Instant Crush Cream Blush, and these will have natural matte finish. As far as I remember, these are super easy to blend and they have really nice pigmentation. So this is that purple shade, which honestly goes with the vibe today, but doesn't go with the vibe of my skin tone. I feel like this would suit deeper complexions way better, but we are going to swatch this. Ooh, very creamy to the touch. Kind of warms up in my fingers. Okay, this actually doesn't look as deep as it looks in the pan. Okay, here's the little swatch. I actually could absolutely pull it off. It kind of stains a little bit. Here, the next one is the blush called Electro Ball. And this is going to be a red, vibrant red blush. Now, I adore red blushes. There is a time and place for a red blush, in my opinion. And this looks just so gorgeous, so beautiful. I also love how they created this art design on the packaging. I think that it's so thought through and just really gorgeous, especially probably for a fan. I am not a fan, but I'm sitting here giggling and having so much fun with this collection. I cannot even imagine how big fans feel about this. So let's go ahead and swatch this guy out. Yeah, this is like vibrant red. But again, on the back of my hand, it kind of blends out very sheer, which is good for a blush. You don't want the blush to be super pigmented because you don't want to overdo it. I saved my favorite for last. This is the blush in the shade Metronome. And this one is in the cutest neutral pink shade. It's not too pink, it's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's kind of perfect. Also just adore these pink Pokemons over here. All right, let's go ahead and swatch. This one I will definitely apply on my face today. Okay, yeah, it kind of swatches light, but I know that I will probably be able to build it up. Honestly, all three shades are really, really pretty. I love this blush formula, kind of sheer, but you can definitely get it to the pigmentation you want. And really just an interesting range, a pink blush, a red blush, and a purple blush. I feel like it's a really cool range if you have just 3 blushes to not go with some pinks and some peaches, but also put in some fun shades in there. We're just gonna have some fun and try out 2 blushes. I'm gonna apply the red one kind of in the back of my face, kind of right here above my bronzer, and then a pink one closer to the center of my face. This is blending up beautifully. I'm using the Half Magic Beauty cream blush brush. This is my favorite cream blush brush in the entire world. It just picks up a nice amount, and I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to look like Pikachu. Wow, that is a nice soft diffuse blend. Really gorgeous formula. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel like it's gonna make stuff stick to my face. It's just, I just love Colourpop cream blushes. I highly recommend these if you haven't tried them before. And then we're gonna go in with the Metronome shade, which is that pink shade, which I'm most excited about. So I'm gonna pick it up on a different brush and just start placing it more to the center of my face to kind of create that maybe ombre blush effect. I don't know, is that trending right now? I think so. I'm just gonna press that in. This cheek, honestly, wow, I was not expecting to like it this much, but this is absolute perfection. This is one of my favorite blushes I've ever tried. Literally, I don't know, like I was not, you know, Colourpop is a great brand, but I'm never blown away by the formula. I'm usually blown away by the packaging and cuteness and collection and, you know, but this formula is really good. I mean, you can see it for yourself. There is a little bit of glow. I have not set my face yet, so obviously this is going to go away besides the high points of my cheek. I think this looks absolutely beautiful. The combination of red and pink is gorgeous. I think you could also combine purple and pink or purple and red, or use one blush on its own. I feel like these are super versatile and I love the formula. We're moving on to lips, and it's a super fun part of today's collection. So first I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I never use any products without lip liner because I just feel like my lip shape is just non-existent, so I love to line my lips to create like a little bit of a shape there. So I'm gonna use Colourpop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF3. Their BFF2 and BFF3 are my favorites, and I always use them. Okay, so these peach lip balms definitely are the winners in terms of packaging in this collection. I am never throwing out these boxes. These are so cute. This is the only Pokemon that I know, Jigglypuff, right? These are going to be color changing lip balms that react to your blah blah. We all know that the blushes that change their color, the lipstick that changes the color, that's all good and fine. Your lips are going to be pink, okay? You don't need 3 of these for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and open these up because they look adorable. And yes, I'm always laughing at these pH, you know, products because I don't think they're that necessary, but they're kind of fun. So I don't mind like having and using one of these in my collection. So this is going to be the one called Thunderbolt. What does that mean? Is it something he does? Anyway, so this is going to be the packaging, and just look at that, you guys. This is literally, oh my god, this is so gorgeous. In real life, there's like even more colors of sparkles, and it's just so stunning and dreamy. Now, should I swatch all of them? Not really sure. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna use one of them. Not today. I'm just gonna use one of them and then maybe film another short form video with another one. So now let's open up the purple one. This one is Transform. Is it this guy's? Oh yeah, it is this guy's power. My husband told me that last night. He was super excited about this collection. He told me, okay, tell me a name of an eyeshadow color in the eyeshadow palette and I will tell you which shade that is. So we played that fun little game last night. All right, so this purple one is just absolutely out of this world as well. I really don't know which one is my favorite. They're all so gorgeous. Obviously, it's just a fun little balm to have. It's not going to be a standout product in your collection that changes something on your lips. It's just going to be pretty to look at, and it's gonna moisturize your lips and they're gonna look pink. There you go. This is all the truth you need. All right, so last one, I saved it for last because this is my favorite Pokemon, the one I know, and it's called Sing. Yeah, this one's power is singing and then everyone's falling asleep or something like that. I don't know, but I absolutely adore the pink and this packaging. Look at that. Yes, this one is absolutely my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this, but then I will also apply it on my lips. And we do have glosses after. Oh, it's actually quite pink on the swatch. There is a tiny bit of glitter there. There's no way this is going to look like your lips are going to look like this, but it's fun to play with it nonetheless. Am I right? So let's apply it on the lips. It's making my lips pink like immediately. These are super fun. Kind of smell sweet. Kind of taste sweet too. My lips are very pink. I'm actually enjoying this look. Like with a brown lip liner, I feel like this is the way to go with these. I think my radiator is done torturing us. I apologize for those sounds. Let's continue with the lips. So we got these lip glosses. This is Ultra Glossy Lip Trio with Thunderstone, Firestone, and Waterstone, whatever that means. We're gonna look at these glosses. They actually look phenomenal. I love Colourpop glosses, and these honestly remind me of Pat McGrath glosses. You know, those like duochrome ones with different reflexes and colors to them. So stunning, so beautiful. We're gonna swatch all of these. So we're gonna start with a yellow one, which is Thunderstone Pearlized. Wow, that's the word I don't know how to pronounce. Pearlized. Thunderstone Pearlized. So gorgeous. So this one looks yellow and there's some pink reflex in there. This just smells like candy. That looks amazing. That looks so shiny, mostly clear. But I want to say this is like a topper gloss, and there's going to be the yellow and pink and orange and fiery reflexes in it. Really, really beautiful. Really reminds me of the Pat McGrath glosses, but for a fraction of a price, obviously. Then we got the orange one, which is called Firestone Pearlized. Here's the little applicator. Let's swatch it right next to the yellow one. Yeah, this one is just warmer, but basically more of the same. I would say the pink one has really, not the pink, the yellow one has really fun pink undertones. This one really doesn't. This one is just orangey, and it has orangey and yellow undertones. So out of the two, I would prefer the yellow one, but I'm leaving the best for last because I'm a huge fan of blue glosses, and this specific one in the shade Waterstone Pearlized, this one really reminds me of one of my favorite glosses by Pat McGrath, the blue one. And I love to use a blue gloss as a topper when I'm doing a cool tone, kind of overall cool tone look, especially a cool tone lip. It just looks so flattering. So let's swatch this baby here. Wow, it's like so blue. I'm actually in love with this. And this one has pink reflexes as well. Take a look right there. Yes, there's a little hint of blue, orange, and yellow, but overall this is going to be a clear formula on your lips. Nonetheless, very glittery, very beautiful, beautiful shiny particles. I am going to apply the blue one today because that is my favorite. I'm like, don't know what I'm going for today. What is going to be on my eyes? Who knows? Because the blushes are red and pink. The gloss is blue. What are we going to put on my eyes? Probably rainbow. All right, let's go ahead and apply this. I love how it's looking like. I love that it's giving me a hint of actually like pinkish purple. That's actually super cute. This is a thin gloss formula. This is a non-sticky gloss formula. I love it. I'm not the biggest fan of glosses. I always wear a gloss on camera because they look good. I never wear glosses out and about. There, I said it. I never wear glosses out and about. I prefer matte formula or kind of a balmy texture, something that is not gonna make my hair stick to my lips. And any gloss will. But it is definitely very, very pretty and super, super comfortable formula. So if you're a gloss wearer, take a look at these. All right, let's talk a little bit about the Super Shock shadows. So in the previous collection, we had Jelly Much shadows, which are kind of cream eyeshadows. I do prefer the Super Shock shadow formula to those ones, but I don't necessarily ever reach for these because I just prefer eyeshadow palettes, like I mentioned earlier. I do reach for one though, and I always show it in my Colourpop reviews. It is this Super Shock shadow in Ritz. It's a beautiful kind of everyday, kind of sparkly, neutral shadow, and it's just so glittery and so beautiful and luxurious. I keep it in my vanity right here. However, when it comes to a blue and a green Super Shock, I am not going to keep it in my vanity, and I'm not gonna lie about it, but we are definitely going to look at them and swatch them because they're so pretty. So we got the Flamethrower Super Shock shadow, and I believe I've already showed you the boxes, and this is going to be the orange one. So let's go ahead and do a little swatcheroo with this guy. Beautiful orangey, kind of sparkly formula. There it is. I do enjoy this, but again, I will never reach for this. like just the way I work with makeup and apply makeup, I will probably actually give this one away because I feel like somebody will enjoy this way more. But I am enjoying the opening up and the, you know, the looking at everything. Okay, so the green one is Solar Beam with this guy right here. And this one is going to be a little bit more on the duochrome side. I haven't opened these yet or look at them. Oh, this one is so pretty though. OMG, this is so sparkly and glittery. And it has kind of like a little hue of pink, I want to say. I don't even know. It's really gorgeous. Oh my goodness. This is really something. These are really soft, easy to apply, super nice. If you want kind of like a one and done look, then I do recommend looking at Super Shock shadows because they're super easy to use, pack, and, you know, live with. But yeah, this one has a beautiful pink reflex. This one is amazing. Last but not least, we have the blue one, which is in the shade Hydro Pump with this little guy. I assume he lives in water. So this is going to be the blue one. I believe it's kind of like the green. No, maybe a little bit less glittery, but that vibrant blue though, how beautiful that is. Let's go ahead and swatch this one. Oof, that's like vibrant blue. I rarely see shadows like this. I actually love this one. I think this one would look really beautiful all over the eyes. I love wearing blue eyeshadow on my brown eyes, so I'm always excited to see nice new blue shades. So we're done with these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use any in my look today. Let's get into the eyeshadow palette because that is the most exciting part for me. Let me know which one is the most exciting part for you. For me, it's always gonna be eyeshadow. So let's look at that palette. So here's what we have right here. I think it's called Palette Town eyeshadow palette. This was made in the USA. These are all of the little shade names. Let's open this baby up. This is what got me super interested in this collection. When I saw this over on Trendmood or Colourpop page, I don't remember who posted this first, I was like, this inspires me. This is a good eyeshadow palette. This is a good, well curated color story. This definitely fits the theme, the topic. The colors are wonderful. Not everything is a rainbow though. You still have some wearable shades over on this side, and that just makes this palette that much better because people who love their eyeshadow to be green and blue can be interested, but also people who love a more neutral look can be interested in this too. Also, this artwork is just out of this world. I would take this over a mirror any day. But let's go ahead and swatch these shades. So there's going to be 6 different rows, kind of like blue columns, kind of like blue, green, purple, pink, reds and oranges, and then neutrals and yellows. So I'm gonna do column by column like I typically do with big palettes. Okay, starting with the blue column, and these are the shades Evolution, Cerulean City, Cerulean, I don't know that word, it's probably blue color, SS Anne, and Indigo League. I want you to notice that my swatches are not perfect. I'm not trying to make them perfect. I'm just touching the eyeshadow with my finger and then doing one swipe so that you see the real representation. But at the same time, if you see a blue shadow like swatched not perfectly, it doesn't mean that it's not going to blend well on the eyes, and we are going to try these on the eyes. I would say these are super pigmented, beautiful swatches so far. Blues are really difficult to formulate as far as I understand, but I just love the vibrancy of this collection, like so beautiful. But there's also going to be some soft pastel shades, which I am super pumped for. But here's that first blue column for you guys. Let's move on. This deep green has to be one of my favorite shades in this palette. So these are Celadon City, Tall Grass, Viridian City, and Fainted. If I'm pronouncing something incorrect, I'm sorry, I'm not a native English speaker. But look at how beautiful these are. Again, I am just super amazed by the vibrancy of this. I haven't really touched the super glittery shimmer shades yet that I am most interested in, but still, nonetheless, these look phenomenal. The quality so far feels like regular good Colourpop eyeshadow formula, but we're gonna try it out on the eyes. So here's that third row, which is definitely my favorite out of the 6. I'm a big fan of purple eyeshadows. We got the shade Jelly Donut, Blasting Off, Lavender Town, and Drying Pan. Definitely testing out this lavender pan on my eyes today, and probably this glitter shade as well. Obsessed with this. Now this is going to be the pink column, and this is another glittery nice shade on the top right there. Gym Leader. The next one is Pokemon Center, Fuchsia City, and Pewter City. This shade is extremely unique. It's gray with like some sparkles, and then yeah, this beautiful glittery pink, also kind of duochrome with gold. Love this row, very interesting. All right, we got 2 left. Okay, we're getting into warmer tones. These are going to be Fossil, Vermilion City, I Choose You, and Cinnabar Island. I think these are really, really pretty. And lastly, we got some more yellows and neutrals. I do love these sparkles right here. These shades are Elite 4, Saffron City, Champion, and Trainer's Path. That Champion one looks really gorgeous. Okay, so hopefully those swatches were helpful. I honestly just love looking at swatches videos, so that's why I do it. Anyways, we are going to test out some shades here. I do not particularly want to stay in one color story. I basically want to go with a bit of a rainbow vomit on my eye, if we will. So let me apply some eye primer and get right into it. I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Grip Eye Primer / base. I do enjoy this one for colorful looks, and I'm just going to actually blend it out with just my finger because I cannot be bothered to grab a tool at the moment. I think we're gonna go a little bit of a cotton candy vibe. So I'm gonna start with the shade Pokemon Center, which is the pink matte shade, and I'm gonna apply through the inner third of my crease, I want to say. So I'm just using a medium fluffy brush for that, and I'm layering that to get enough pigmentation. This is actually a very, very pretty pastel shade. It shows up on my skin tone just fine. If you have a deeper complexion, probably use a light eyeshadow primer to get pastels to show up. That's kind of the trick there. But this is a nice shade so far, blending beautifully. I'm gonna change my brushes, grab another medium fluffy brush and this lavender shade called Lavender Town. This is a town I would like to live in, let me tell you. This is my favorite color. These are very powdery, but these are kind of like super pigmented eyeshadows, so it makes sense. And I am just tap the axis off. That is going to make your life easier. So I'm going to concentrate this on the center portion here. Yes, my eyes are not large enough to create like a full-on rainbow look necessarily, but I will try to fit in 3 mattes at least so that we could see how they work. So far, I'm just using the other brush that I used and this one and kind of mixing the shades together. This is a beautiful shade, also no problems applying it so far. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Again, I'm layering them. I'm using a tiny amount of product and multiple layers rather than just one layer but a lot of product. That would just not work here. I don't think this blue is going to be dark enough, so maybe we're going to actually use both deep green and this blue on the outer portion. So I'm gonna start with deep green. I'm gonna make sure that my eye base is still there. I'm gonna pick up this deep green shade Fainted on a smaller, kind of more of a pencil brush and start tapping that on the outer portion to create that depth. Just tapping it right there. And then we're going to kind of marry these 2 shades with that blue. I'm thinking that's gonna work. If not, then we're gonna think about it later. We're hopeful. I'm gonna take a clean brush to kind of soften this edge a little bit. Clean brush is always going to be your biggest helper when it comes to colorful eyeshadows. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, and then we're gonna get into that blue. This is a very nicely pigmented, deep green shade. I adore shades like this. Any palette that is a colorful palette has to have a beautiful, deep, colorful shade like this, because this just makes everything so pretty when you put this on the outer corner. You can see the depth. It's just so gorgeous. All right, let me try and get into that blue, maybe just a tiny bit. So this is the shade SSN, which whatever that means, and I'm going to put it kind of in between the purple and the green. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Not a ton of it. This is just our kind of in the middle shade to make everything more smooth, you know what I mean? And then what I love to do, and this is one of the greatest tips for colorful eyeshadows, I'm actually gonna take a big fluffy brush and I'm gonna take a neutral shade, kind of like a light bronzer shade, not really a bronzer. So this one is shade Fossil, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of blend out all of these shades into my skin tone using this shade because it's a shade really close to my skin tone, and that is going to marry my eyeshadow look and my complexion together. That is like one of the best tips. I should talk about it more often. But as you can see, this eyeshadow look is colorful but also like kind of wearable. That was my goal here. Actually, it's a little bit messy here, so I might clean it up with concealer because I don't want that green right there. But let me perfect my blend and then we'll do the lower lash line. So the only thing I did was I went back with all of the same eyeshadows to kind of re-intensify everything to make sure that everything is blended and looks good. So let's do the lower lash line. I'm gonna start with the lavender shade. I'm just going to pick it up, basically do the same thing actually as on the upper lash line. I'm gonna start on the center of the lid right here, just apply that, and then a little bit of the pink through the inner portion, just the same pink matte, only a tiny amount, and then a tiny amount of that dark green on the very outer. Use a super tiny pencil brush for that, and here's where we connect the lash lines. It's a little bit patchy, not gonna lie, but I'm not striving for perfection here. We're just trying to look pretty. All right, let's go ahead and play with the shimmers because I honestly cannot wait. What are we gonna do though? What are we gonna do? Definitely this on the very center. The blasting off the beautiful purpley glittery shimmer. OMG, this looks amazing. This just looks out. This is the same formula that we tried in the Precious Metals collection that just blew me away. This is their new formula. I'm telling you, I've never seen this before. Probably like, maybe not like necessarily this year's formula, but definitely something new. I do not remember Colourpop having this type of eyeshadow. Glitters, yes, but this is specifically an eyeshadow palette. This is not a pigment or glitter palette. This is eye safe. Gorgeous. All right, let's do the pink one through the inner portion, and I can't necessarily reach with my nails there, so I'm gonna grab a flat brush. I'm gonna give it a good spritz with a setting spray, and I'm gonna pick up the pink glittery shimmery gym leader shade. Then I'm gonna pray to the makeup gods, tilt my head back, and oh, this is gorgeous. Place that in the inner portion. Yep, sign me up. Oh, this look is actually turning out to be absolutely amazing. Are you actually joking? This is spectacular. I am in love with this. Take a look at the glitters and the sparkles. I cannot believe I'm wearing Colourpop. I love Colourpop, but I just cannot believe they're doing something with this formula. They're doing something good. All right, let's put Jelly Donut in the inner corner because I do want to brighten things up there a little bit. Oh, my brushes are all dirty. I don't know what to use. All right, I'm gonna clean them today. I promise you. I'm gonna put this in my inner corner. This is just like a bright light shimmer. Super cute. In love. Let me find a fun, cool color for the waterline. I actually super love these Colourpop gel liners. I have a ton of them. This one is in the shade Amethyst Hour. And this is super cool for brightening, like a super light lavender shade. I love this. I'm so happy to be using it now. And I could have gone with a deeper waterline. That would also look amazing. But my liner drawer is a total mess, a hot mess, and I just found this one. So this is what we're using today. This eyeshadow look is speaking to me. When I started it today, I did not expect it to turn out this absolutely dreamy and pretty. I'm gonna apply lashes, mascara, and maybe eyeliner, just like a black liner, and come back for the final result. All right, team, I finished my makeup and here's the final result. I am actually in love with the entire look, especially the eyeshadow. I knew that I was gonna love the palette, but I like it more than I anticipated. Same with the blush, same with the gloss. Honestly, this entire collection, such a vibe. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. There's still some products available at the Colourpop website as well as Ulta. I'm gonna leave the links down below. If you shop through my links, you help out my channel, so thank you so much. But let's talk about everything. First things first, the lip mask, cute, but you can skip it, obviously. Then the balms, pick one that you like, and buy one if you even need any. They're super cute, they're beautiful, they're not gonna do much, they're just gonna give you a little bit of a pink tint. Excuse me, my assistant dog is here. So it's just going to give you a little pink tint, not much, but it's just cute and it's so beautiful. Glosses are fabulous. A solid dupe for Pat McGrath, to be honest. Really love the blue one. Eyeshadow palette is really great. It's really fun. The quality is amazing. I had 0 to minimal issues with eyeshadow palette. Obviously, their darker shades can be patchy, or the super colorful shades. That can happen to any colorful shadow. You just need to know some techniques to work with them. Super Shock shadows, yeah, I haven't tried them, but the formula is amazing. And if you're a Super Shock shadow fan, then you might want to pick them up, or if you're a Pokemon fan. Overall, super good collection. So pumped to have it in my collection, and really, really beautiful eyeshadow look. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!